Well, you guys, welcome back to Scatter's Homestead. I'm so dreading going outside. It is, what did they say? Right now it's minus 11, so I think that's like 12 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not too bad. It was minus 16, which is like 3 degrees Fahrenheit. But yes, it's getting colder out here, and that's just part of living in Canada. The snow gets crunchier and the animals snuggle in a little deeper, and I have a fire going in my house the whole entire time, all the time. But like, if you want to hear about weather, I know all of you guys are curious about my doctor's appointment, and I will tell you about my doctor's appointment. But first, let's grab some eggs. I don't know whether to be thankful for broody chickens or be frustrated with them right now. They're impossible to get out of here. And get out, get out, get out. Get out. She's terrible. Okay, come out. Come on. This chicken is just trouble. Come out. Oh my goodness, this is annoying. They don't want to leave. Okay, one's leaving. Keep going. Okay, so this one, she is crazy. This is nuts. What am I gonna do? I don't know if a chicken can just stay broody her entire life, but this chicken is broody her entire life, and she's mean. But what I was gonna say is, I don't know whether to be upset about these broody chickens or to be thankful, because when it's so cold outside, everything wants to freeze, including the eggs. And they won't freeze if she lays on them. But I want to take them away now, and she's not letting me. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab these eggs that are over here, because this broody pants over there has crazy attitude. Don't you? I get close to her and she already starts pecking and biting at me. So look at that baby little egg. It's a little egg. Okay, now you gotta go. Now you gotta go. You gotta go. Go, 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 go. No, I'm not poking the chicken with a screwdriver. Go, get out. Go. Get out of here. Oh yeah, typical. Make a ruckus. I have to work as fast as possible. One of these days she's just gonna come and attack me. Look at her. Jeez. Okay, got a few here. Thank you, ladies, for your contribution. You might not be happy about it, but oh well. This chicken coop is full. Okay. Fought off the broody hens. Everything's harder to do with mittens on, but I don't want to do it with my bare hands. There. That's all closed off. So we got a phone call Monday saying that the doctor wanted to see me the next day, or at least talk to me on the phone, because he's across Canada. And we were a little disturbed by that phone call. It just seemed very abrupt, very quick. And so, of course, who doesn't get a little bit concerned about the situation? But you know what? I did fine. Emotionally, I actually was able to just calm myself down, and I was able to get my work done and keep working on my schooling. And so I can't really complain too much. Monday was all right, but then we had to go on to yesterday to the actual appointment. So we had the phone call. And in that phone call, the doctor told us that he now had all the tests, all the results in. He could see a much broader picture of what was going on with my body. This last test, which was the test that was going to show whether or not I had the mitochondrial dysfunction or not, he said there was a code that had popped up, but he said it wasn't strong enough to take the next step. So the next step would have been to take a muscle biopsy and see how the mitochondrial dysfunction was affecting my body. But because it was a weaker code, he dismissed it and said, we can't work with that. And so he said, basically we're sticking with the FND, the functional neurological disorder, and there's nothing they can do to help me. So how does that feel? It actually doesn't feel any different than the way I felt beforehand, because that's what I had been told the whole entire time, that there was no help for me. And so I had dealt with that, and I had been encouraged already by this specialist that I was supposed to see if there was anything that I could find that would help me in any way, which would be like therapy or, diet, try and just find what works and try and live my best life. And so that's what I had been doing. But do I even say ironically? Emotionally, this has done something to me. And it's pretty vulnerable for me to even talk about this, but I actually feel like I do need to talk about this, because there are some of you that are listening to me talk right now, and you might be in your own struggle and be thinking things that you don't even know where it's coming from, or you don't know why you're feeling that way. And I just actually want you to know that you're not alone. So for myself, there's no new news. It took me on a bit of an emotional trip, thinking, wow, like this is happening very quick. There's obviously something wrong. But then the appointment itself proved that there is nothing wrong, there is, but it's not something new. So I wasn't traumatized by that, but I did feel trauma. I felt a lot of trauma. And what I realized is that over this last year, Sheldon and I have tried so hard to start our new life and be brave and step out and try to travel and step out and try new things and go to sporting events. And we were really desperately just trying to figure out how we could live a life that would start feeling somewhat normal. And so we haven't really been seeing a doctor consistently. So in the first year, there was a lot of it. There was a lot of fear. There was a lot of worry. There was a lot of isolation. There was doctor's appointments that didn't go well. There was conversations I had with specialists that made me feel so small and unheard. And I had a lot of really bad experiences in the first year. And now in the second year, Sheldon and I have been trying to rebuild and get ourselves a new foundation that we can stand on for us in the things that we do with our life and our relationship and our relationship with others. And now just inviting this doctor's appointment into this moment really just set off some of that trauma again. And all in all, I can actually say I'm thankful, because it's shown me how far I've come. And that brings me peace. but I do recognize that there's probably a lot of pain that I need to work through. Fear of dying, having episodes that felt like it was going to take my life, being in doctor's appointments where I'm there by myself, struggling to explain myself and not being able to have people with me to fight my case. There's just so much that happened in there that has really wrecked me emotionally. But I see that I have fought through a lot of it. And so I've really been thinking about this, and I spent quite a bit of time just this morning just praying about why is this affecting me the way it is. And I literally asked God, like, why did you have to bring this interruption into my life? Like, I have now decided to take this course and to get certified as a nutritionist, and I was like making big leaps and bounds forward. And it's like, why would you put a wrench in it and kind of like almost set me back a little bit? And then I realized, actually, no, this is good. This is me remembering where I've come from. This is me remembering the struggle and not forgetting it. I don't think I should forget the struggle that I've gone through, the hardships that I've gone through. It gives me a reason to celebrate, but it gives me compassion for others that are going through that season, because you want to forget those hard feelings. You want to forget that fear. But I think there's a healthy way of holding it. And it creates a compassion in you that creates a greater community within the people around you. And so I kind of feel that's what God's doing for me right now. And so really, like, in this video, I just want to share with you guys, there might be things that you're going through that you would love to run away from right now, but I want you to pay attention to them. I want you to look deeply into those situations and see, like, why has this not been resolved? Why is this not leaving me? Because it could have really good purpose if you hold it well. There could be great purpose behind it. And so I really feel like the Lord is asking me to hold this well. And I know that I will. I really want to. I know that I have the potential to hold this in a way that will not only affect me, but it will affect my marriage, and it will affect the people around me, and it will affect the hurting community. Maybe you're one of those people. It will affect you. I know it will affect you. I feel that there's just something in this that God is offering, not only me, but He's offering it to you too. And so if you're going through a hardship, don't run away from it. Really think about it. And especially if it's an emotional hardship, don't run away from it. Think about it, think through it, pray about it, and ask God where He is in it. And He'll show you. He'll show you purpose behind it. He'll show you value in it, and it will be healing. And you'll be able to be that much stronger in holding your devastation, holding your anger, holding your fear, holding your hardships. You'll have strength to hold those hardships in a new way. And that's what God does. He brings healing, and He allows you to hold heavy loads. And so I just want to encourage you guys in this video. It's been a hard 3 days for Sheldon and I, but we've been reminded of the places that we've come from, and we are being challenged now to hold this well. And so we choose to. So something that I want to end this off with is a line that's been going through my mind over and over and over again. And I think that I might start ending every video with this statement. And I want you to remember that you might have some limitations, but that doesn't mean that you're limited. So thanks for joining me. I hope you have a blessed day.